Oh, it's gone up weird. Let's get straight into it and make a graph. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today is Saturday the 30th of December 2023 and today we've got the final match day vlog of 2023. Went to the Dorothy Hyman Stadium for Elite versus Yorkshire Main in the Central Midlands League Premier Division North. So in today's video I've got my thoughts pre-half time and post-match as well as the match day vlog itself, and because we are visiting a new ground on the channel this season we're going to rate the ground as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as per usual, got my thoughts pre-match just before kick-off like we do in every video. So this is actually a bit of a change in fixture. I was meant to be at Rossington Main versus Retford Town today. However, like most of the games around here, they have been postponed because of the weather. So we had a quick look and I did promise Elite I would come down to watch the game at their stadium because I went to Sheffield FC and they invited me down and I said I would definitely get down if I had a chance. So a free spot came up. It's nice and local, undercover, and you know it's going to be on because we've got the option of the 4G as well. So it were a no-brainer really to choose this game. So a bit about both teams then before we get to kick off. So we're going to start off with home team Elite, and they're going pretty well in the first season at this level. They won the division below last year and got promoted to the Prem, and they're now in 4th place out of 16 teams in the Prem with 7 wins, 2 draws and 6 defeats. So the last result was a bit of a disappointing one, but they were playing an in-form Gittings Town team and they lost that by 5-0 at home. They've been flying before that. They've had some really good wins. They had a 7-1 win against AFC Wimbledon and a 6-1 win against Rossington Main reserves. So picked up some really good wins before that 5-0 loss to Dinnington. But like I say, it's been a pretty good season, especially for the first time at this level. Like I said, we've won more games than we've lost, only drawing 2 as well. And yeah, we're looking at a pretty decent team. Got a very young team. I did watch him against Sheffield FC in the Cup, like I said, and they did lose that game at 10-0, but it looks like they are going better in the league, considering that result, because we're playing a lot higher opposition. I think at least 3 divisions above them. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do. I'm looking forward to seeing him play a team at the same level as him, because like I say, against Sheffield, it weren't really a fair comparison. So I am looking forward to seeing how they do today. And now moving to the away team, Yorkshire Main, and they're currently in 5th place out of 16 teams in the Central Midlands League Premier Division North, 1 place below Elite. We've actually got a very similar record, the only difference being Yorkshire Main have played a game less. So just like Elite, they've won 7 games, drawn 2, but they've only lost 5 instead of Elite's 6. And their last result was a 2-0 away win at Hatfield Town, which means we've now won 2 games in a row in the league. We've had a few heavy defeats before that, though. We had an 8-1 defeat to Emley in the, I think it was Sheffield and Hallamshire Cup, and a 6-0 league loss to Dinnington in the league. So, yeah, pretty mixed form, to be fair. Like I say, we've had a few heavy defeats, but we have won the last two. But going into the game against these two teams, they have already played each other twice this season, once in the league and once in the cup. So in the reverse match in the league, Elite won it by 4-1 at Yorkshire Main, and then played each other in the League Cup at Elite, which Elite went on to win by 5-1. So I think that brings us nicely on to my prediction then. So do I think Elite are going to get their third win of the season against Yorkshire Main, or are Yorkshire Main going to get a win on the board against Elite and go above them in the table? My prediction is, I think there's going to be a share of the spoils here. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be quite a high scoring one, to be fair. I think both teams are going to go at it. One stat I forgot to say about Elite is they haven't kept a clean sheet in the league since the 9th of September. So they are likely, like I say, they are pretty likely to concede here. And Yorkshire Main on a 2-game winning streak. I think it's going to be a close game, plenty of chances, and I think it's going to be a good one. So I'm going to go Elite 2, Yorkshire Main 2. Anyway, that is it for my pre-match thoughts then. So ground at number 103 this time. So look forward to ticking that one off. So speaking of that, let's head on back to the ground now and see how the first half goes. Good ball. Oh, close. Oh, it's gone out weird. Nice. Been coming that as well.
It went straight in, weren't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say. Oh, 2-0. Side. Oh, it's got it. Oh, it's got it. Oh. Have it. Is it in? Yeah. So half time, it is Elite 3, Yorkshire Main 0, and Elite are absolutely dominating this game. They are all over Yorkshire Main. I was expecting a bit more from Yorkshire Main, to be fair, but Elite just looks so much better than them on every single level. I feel like I'm talking about Doncaster Eovers, to be fair here, but against Notts County, but honestly, Elite are just dominating. They look a really good team. They're a really young team, like I say, but they're just all 11 players are working so hard, and they play the ball around lovely, and I'm quite surprised at Yorkshire Main. They seem quite a scrappy team. They seem one of them teams, like I say, they sit back and then kind of try and hoof it up, and they're quite a physical team. But we've not really shown that against Elite too much today, because Elite have kind of ran rings around them, and Yorkshire Main's not really done a lot about it. You can only really see this game going one way. I mean, it's pretty much game over at half time. Can't really remember Yorkshire Main creating any chances, to be fair, but nevertheless, Elite have took 3. It could have been a lot more. And yeah, there's only one team who is going to win this. So I think that's all I really need to say, really. So let's head on back to Elite and see how the second half goes. Nice. Good save. Good ball. Yep.
I'm 4 by 100. 1664 for the Olympics. Commonwealth Games, 58 and 62.
Oh. Full hand. No. Oh, get over. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, get over. Again. Oh, nice. Yeah.
You planning any more trips up north?
Yeah.
So at full time, it's finished Elite AFC 5, Yorkshire Main 0. And to be fair to Yorkshire Main, they played a lot better in the second half. It looked like a completely different team, to be fair. They looked a lot more up for it. They were really getting into Elite and putting some strong tackles in, which they should have probably done from the start. But they did it in the second half. They controlled the game a lot better. I mean, Elite was still the better team, but they did get into it a lot more. They created a few chances and just got a bit of a foothold on the game, whereas in the first half, like I say, Elite could literally do whatever they wanted to do to Yorkshire Main, but it wasn't as easy in the second half. But nevertheless, they still got 2 goals. Like I say, a fantastic 5th goal as well. And yeah, a very, very well-deserved win. And like I said, the first clean sheet since the 9th of September, so I was wrong about them definitely conceding. And yeah, really solid performance. I mean, it looks like a completely different team to the team that lost 10-0 to Sheffield FC. They looked so much better. And yeah, you can tell why they're in 4th place in this league. They're a strong team. I mean, the teams above them, like I say, Dinnington, Donny City and Durham District, they're quality teams. And, you'd expect them to be the top 3. And like I say, Elite are doing well. They're really proving, they deserve to be in that place. And I'm going to be interested to see how they do for the rest of the season. Because like I say, it's a young team with probably not a lot of experience, but, they're a really good team. And they're going to cause a lot of good teams a lot of problems this season. Okay, so it's time for Rate the Ground now. So if you're new to this, what we're going to do is for each team, we're going to give them a rating out of 5 on 5 different categories, which are pre-match, catering, the ground, the atmosphere, and the overall enjoyment, to give them a final score out of 25. And then we're going to put them into a table with all the other teams over the season to see how they compare. So this time it is Elite AFC's turn. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and rate the ground. Okay, so let's start off with pre-match, and it's all right to be fair. We've got a cafe, and like I say, somewhere to grab a drink and a bit of food before the match. It's not perfect, like I say, there's not a lot up there. It is kind of a sports complex, so you are quite limited to what you can kind of like put on yourselves in terms of kind of like that sort of space. But like I say, it does the job. There's not a lot else around the complex, but apart from that cafe, but it's not too bad to be fair. A lot better than some places I've been to. So overall, it's going to get a 3 out of 5 for pre-match. Moving on to the catering now, and as you saw in the video before kick-off, you might have seen my dad's stew. Everyone basically in the club were recommending go and try the stew, go and try the stew. I didn't try it because I'm not a big fan of stew, but my dad had it and he said it was absolutely fantastic. Like, superb. I got a pucker pie, which, believe it or not, for a pucker pie, it actually tasted really nice. Like I say, plenty of range of food and drinks. Prices aren't too bad either, and the staff were really friendly behind bar, absolutely lovely. And like I say, I made sure that the quality of service was really good. It could be a bit slow sometimes just because there's only two people on, but nevertheless, they did get through them quickly and they were lovely about it as well. So yeah, like I say, plenty of choices of different stuff, friendly staff and decent prices. Can't really go too much wrong with catering, and then obviously you've got that world-class stew as well. If you're vegan, they've got we had, I think, corn chili, I think they had, and vegan pucker pie as well. So choices for everyone. Can't really complain too much. I'm going to go 4 out of 5 for the catering. Next up, we've got the ground, and this is an interesting one to judge. For the level, it's pretty good. Like I say, you've got a nice undercover stand, which today, trust me, it was a good job. We had a roof over our heads. Very thankful to be undercover today. Like I say, it is in the middle of a running track, so you are quite far away from the pitch. But it is a nice ground for the level that they're at. Like I say, there's not too many grounds at Step 7 that are as good, like I say, probably as good as this ground. It's an hard one to judge, because like I say, if there's only one stand, you kind of at the one stand, you're quite far away from the pitch. But to be fair, because you are in quite a high stand, you get a good view of the pitch. So it's a tough one to judge, but like I say, decent ground. So I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5 for ground. Next up, we've got atmosphere, and I don't sound harsh here, but there weren't really any atmosphere. It's just the type of club it is. It's like I say, people come to enjoy the football. It's not really any singing, any chanting, and you're quite far away from the pitch, so it's quite hard to create an atmosphere, and kind of like it's hard to get, like, you know, for players and the managers to kind of like get involved with the crowd and stuff like that because of how far away you are. But you know, it's understandable why there's not much of an atmosphere. So unfortunately, I am going to have to go pretty much as low as possible. I'm going to go 1 out of 5 for the atmosphere. But you know, that's just layout of the ground. It is what it is. And finally, we've got the overall enjoyment. It was decent, to be fair. Like I say, we're planning on going to Rosso versus Garforth. That postponed, so we need a quick alternative. I said I'd come and visit Elite. I promised him I would, and I'm a man of my word, and I kept that promise. Yeah, pretty good. Like I say, decent food, undercover, which I'm very thankful for today. Decent game of football, 5 goals. Yeah, pretty good, to be fair. So in terms of overall enjoyment, I'm going to go for 3 out of 5. So that gives Elite a total score of 14.5 out of 25, which puts them into 23rd place in the table. So we're actually level on points with Preston North End, Durham District and Newport County. So the deciding factor for that is the overall enjoyment. So if we're level with Durham and Newport, but below Preston. So the next factor is the ground, and Elite was above Durham and Newport for the ground. So like I say, an enjoyable experience at Elite. Thank you very much for all the support on the channel, like I say, from Elite, and for inviting me down. I had a great time, and yeah, I'll be sure to come again if I get the chance. So that leaves me with my final match day vlog for 2023. So I hope you all have a superb new year and a very happy and healthy 2024. So I am going to leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 2K as soon as possible for Doncaster Eovers home and away vlogs and your Groundhopping vlogs like this one. So the next video is actually going to be on the first day of 2024, kicking it off with a vlog. We've got Doncaster Eovers versus MK Dons. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care, have a great new year, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.